When I first heard there is something called ethical hacking and people get paid to do it, my eyes widened actually. Ethical hacking? Hacking के लिए कैसे किसी को pay किया जा सकता? How cool is that? So many of you must have thought that the same thing when you cross paths with this field. Probably, because ethical hacking is as a common term and people are aware about it. So I'm assuming you are aware about it. But even if you're not aware, I'm going to explain to you in this particular video. And the mystery and allure connected to hacking has attracted many students. And it is a common belief that ethical hackers keep hacking websites or systems and retrieve useful information. It's like the James Bond style. But that is only partially true because that could actually land you in jail. So ethical hackers are responsible for penetrating systems, but it is for a reason. They are actually supposed to provide solutions to the problem that is concerning cybersecurity. So they understand the vulnerabilities of a system and then attempt to find solutions to prevent them. So here is a one-stop guide to become an ethical hacker. And this video, I'm going to discuss about 5 things that you can do to start your career in the field of ethical hacking. So these ethical hackers will be attacking systems to test their vulnerabilities. Kitna vulnerable hai. And they will try to find solutions to them so that actual hackers cannot attack. And with that, begin this video where actually I'm going to discuss 5 things to do to start your career in ethical hacking. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. And if you're coming to my channel first time, a warm welcome. And my name is Akshay Jalan. I've worked as a senior project manager at IIT Bombay since a decade, where I realized that interacting with the students sometimes choosing the career scientifically and systematically. And that makes me more aligned with the point that the career selection system in India is faulty. And people choose careers primarily based on payment or prestige or popularity rather than trying to understand what is the purpose, what is the problem that they're going to solve, what is the potential that they bring to the table. And because of this, that creates a havoc not only in their professional life, but also in their personal life, in their health, etc. To address this issue, I have founded Career Vision Hub, where I'm empowering high school and college students and their parents to explore, discover, and grow in the career journey scientifically and systematically using the power of psychometry and astrology. If you want to know more about it, I would invite you to visit my website jakshay.com or careervisionhub.com and also jakshay.com/parent, where you can register for my next webinar, where I'm going to unravel the 3 secrets how to crack the career code for you as a student or for you, for a parent, for your child. Hope to see you live in the webinar. Please register now. The link is there in the description as well. And now let's start with the video. So let's start with the story. So Harshit is a first year BTech IT student and computer has been his good friend since his school days. So how the computer works? How is the computer controlled? He had all these questions and he would often spend time on his computer formatting Windows and indulging in various other activities. And to add to his interest, he took computer sciences as an optional subject in the high school. And as he got deep into the subject, programming and coding became his strength, leading him to pursue an IT in the field in his bachelor's. One fine evening, Harshit's uncle Vijay came to his house to discuss some business with his father. So as Vinay started using his laptop, he accidentally clicked on a phishing email that infected his system with the ransomware. So seeing his uncle worried, Harshit offered some help. He said at least I can try and put his sharp mind and problem solving at work. Harshit was, with raised eyebrows and a pretty tensed face, and Harshit was trying best to, decrypt the malware. And almost for 2 hours, he was finally able to solve the problem. And they were quite relieved. His father, Vinay, exclaimed that, oh my God, you did it, or else would have been a big trouble for me. And with a surprisingly, happy face. You can go on to become an ethical hacker if the field interests you. So wondering to the answer said, hacking? Isn't that a malpractice? Once my classmate had hacked my Facebook account, but he realized his mistake later and we were about to lodge a complaint. But Uncle Vinay laughed and went on, no, ethical hacking is a much more valued job than just hacking social media accounts maliciously. It was getting darker and Vinay waved goodbye to his nephew and left. So as programming was Harshit's favorite thing to do, he always imagined himself getting a job in an MNC with a good package. However, he never thought about what exactly work that he wanted to do in software or in computers. And now that his uncle had mentioned about this hacking and ethical hacking, he wanted to know more about it. So let's see how this video can actually help Harshit and help all of you to take your plunge into the field of ethical hacking. So let's jump in. Let's just try to understand the different types of hacking. So hacking is a controversial term, and that is not without reasons. There are different types of hackers for different purposes. White hat, black hat, and grey hat. So what is this? Let's try to understand. White hats and grey hats generally use their hacking skills for the good, ethical hacking. Okay, while black hats use their skills of hacking for illegal jobs. Since they serve different motives, organizations make use of all of them. You would want to focus on becoming a penetration tester since most ethical hackers are employed for this job. And this penetration testing basically identifies the vulnerabilities or weaknesses in a particular system or an application to protect it from external attacks, and it is carried out to inform the organization of the faults in the system. It's kind of a testing, that's penetration testing, to penetrate and identify कि इसमें क्या चल रहा है, क्या vulnerabilities, क्या weaknesses, so that external agencies cannot attack it. And when the weaknesses are identified, then it is informed to the organization so that they can be fixed, and then hackers cannot attack it. Then comes your point number 2, which is evaluate your skills in academics. There is no fixed criteria to become a hacker because every company has its own requirement. Though a degree in computer science or information technology or mathematics will lay a great foundation for a career in ethical hacking. And apart from the skills you need to be an ethical hacker are good problem solving, ability to handle pressure, and to think out of the box. And next comes your third point is learn programming. So AAAs and ethical hacker, you are going to be working on systems day in, day out. It's a good command over programming languages such as C++, Java, PHP, Python, etc. is critical. Also, you can learn about operating systems such as Linux, Unix, Windows, Linux, and iOS. There are websites that offer programming courses such as Coursera, Udemy, Simplilearn, and so on. The fourth point is update your knowledge base. So your learning should not be limited by your educational background. There are newer hacking techniques coming up every day, so you need to be updated. So companies wouldn't want to hire you only because you have a certification. You need to stand out and give them a solid reason why you are the most eligible hacker in town. Then comes get certified already. So when you're ready to unleash your inner hacker against the monster that is cybercrime, you need to get certified. The most trusted body that you can get certified with is the EC Council, and most companies would readily hire you. So if you have the certification, it's really valuable. So to get certified, you need to take a 4-hour test which consists of 125 questions. The application fee is around $100, and the EC Council also recommends you to take a 5-day training for this test, which is optional, but it's good to, if you take the test, you have a good background and it's easy to crack it also. The present version of the test is version around 9, and it's valid for 3 years. So you require to take the certification test again every time a new version is released. Now, coming to the point, we discussed about the different types of hacking. We also evaluate understanding about your skills in academics so that you can make a proper choice. If this field could be relevant for you, then it's important to learn programming for this field. And also we discussed about updating your knowledge base and getting certified already. If you have any questions or comments, you can definitely share them in the comment box, and I'll be happy to read and answer them. And to continue the story now, Harshit was very happy to know that engineering branch he chose was a good choice for him, and he wanted to get enrolled in various courses and internships to be better informed about ethical hacking. And even he was happy to understand the difference between this white hat and black hat. It was a new learning for him. So he gained a lot of knowledge today, and I'm sure that through this video, you also have learned a lot. I would like to know from you in the comment box your questions, as well as are you interested in a career in ethical hacking, and if so, why? Also, kindly let me know if programming your first love, and how many professions have you thought about in this field, and are you really feeling passionate about ethical hacking or something else? Almost all the MNCs today, they employ full-time ethical hackers. And you can also find work in hacking consulting companies, military service, as well as in service provider companies. Giving an entrepreneurial alert, later on, once you have some experience, you can even go on to start your own ethical hacking firm. These are some of the names I mentioned, like Stephen Wozniak, Ankit Fadia, Neil Mehta, Rahul Tyagi, you've made within this field. And so it's possible for you as well. So thank you so much for being a part of this video. And I really found this video valuable and learned something, and you feel that it would add value to you, someone else who may be interested in this field, then please share this video, like this video so that it can reach maximum people, and subscribe to the channel for more such interesting career related videos. Thank you very much, and all the best.